Hi friends! In today's video, we are going to be taking Christmas ornaments and turning them into bigger DIYs. So let's get started. Have you ever seen a Christmas ornament and wished that it was a larger DIY that you could use as a decoration rather than a Christmas tree ornament? Well, in today's video, that is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be taking Christmas ornaments and using them as inspiration to create larger DIYs. So for this first project, we're going to use this tag ornament as our inspiration piece. I took these shelves from the Dollar Tree. I had my husband cut them into a tag shape, and then I went ahead and had him cut off the holes that were at the bottom. He added a hole at the top of one of our planks, and then we're ready to get started. So we're going to go ahead and use some antique Waverly wax. We're going to cover both sides using a paper towel and wiping it down. Once I have my wax on and it's dry, we're ready to do some dry brushing. I'm using a chippy brush. I get mine from Amazon, and I'll link those down in the description box. But we're going to just use some white paint and go over the top of our tags. Once that is done, we're going to take this stencil. Now I know our tags say merry and bright. I'm going to change that into North Pole. I have this stencil that was in a stencil set that came from Amazon. I'll link those down below, but we're going to put North on one of our tags and Pole on the other. Once I have that done, we're ready to add the top portion. So all I'm going to do is take some ribbon and make a little bow, and then we're going to add some greenery into the back, and that is it. I think this turned out so adorable. This is my favorite project of the day. I think it gives a very high-end vibes, and it definitely is reminiscent of our Christmas tree ornament. What do you guys think about this one? So for this project, we're going to create this red door ornament. Now they have this ornament over at Dollar Tree almost every year. I think I've been seeing it for quite a few years now. I thought it'd be fun to recreate one. Now I found this door in the Dollar Tree Plus section for fall, and I decided that this would be a great way to make this project. Now come closer. They actually have Christmas doors now in the Dollar Tree Plus section. So if you don't want to recreate this but still want a really cute Christmas door, you could always pick one up in the Dollar Tree Plus section. I went ahead and took off all of the embellishments. Now the gather sign was this like wood chipish type sign, and some pieces got left on the wood door part. I chose not to scrape them off, but later I ended up having to take them off anyway. So if you have pieces left, go ahead and scrape those off. Once you have that all taken off, I tried to paint mine with some red acrylic paint. It wasn't working. It was just sort of soaking into the door. So instead, I took it outside and spray painted it with some white spray paint. Once that was dry, I brought it back inside and used my red acrylic paint and painted over my door. Once I had it a couple coats on there and I got the red color I was looking for, then I was ready to add my embellishment. So this is a already pre-made wreath from the Dollar Tree. It's just the greenery portion, and this is some really heavy duty metal. I was trying to bend it to make it a little bit smaller, but it was not going to look very pretty if I bent it. So I went ahead and used the same shape. If you feel like it's too big for the door, you can always get some greenery and wrap it around instead and glue that down. They have two choices at the Dollar Tree. You can get the greenery pieces that are just by themselves, or they do have like a long piece of greenery that you could wrap around and make a wreath out of. Once I get that glued on, then I'm going to add some berries here. This is just a berry pick I had on hand. And then I also created a bow with some ribbon I had on hand. I just went ahead and tied it off in the middle with some twine. Now I kind of played around with this a little bit because it just wasn't looking like I wanted to. I went ahead and added some dry brushing of black around the outsides. I did not add the snow to this because I tried to add some snow. I didn't like the way that it was looking, and I didn't have any fake snow on hand. But if you have that like glittery fake snow from the Dollar Tree, that would be really cute in sections of the store as well. Once I had that done, I was going to be done with it, but I decided there was some extra space at the top and I didn't like that. So I added some bells to the middle of our wreath, and then I just added another bell to the center, and then I really liked it. So here it is. It was sort of a work in progress, but I think we get the total look of this ornament. Let me know what you think about this one. Hey, don't forget, if you've made it this far in the video, go ahead and hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button and become a part of my YouTube family. I found this really cute wreath ornament at Dollar Tree, and I thought we can totally recreate this one. So we're going to be using a pool noodle and some tape. We're just going to put it together and tape it off. Now this pool noodle, I had used a portion of it for another project, so it's a little bit smaller than a normal pool noodle, but a normal pool noodle will work as well. So once we have that all taped together, then we're going to take these dusters from the Dollar Tree. Now the duster will not fit all the way around your pool noodles, so I needed 8 dusters, or actually 7, I think, dusters to go ahead and make this. But this is super easy. All we're going to do is add hot glue to either your pool noodle or your duster, and then you're going to glue that onto the pool noodle. Now there were some areas that I had to add extra glue once I got it onto the pool noodle, but I used 4 on the outside and 3 on the inside. Once I get that all glued on, you can't even tell this was a pool noodle. I love the fluffiness of this, and we don't have to cut any of these, so they are not as messy as they sometimes can be. But once we have that all glued on, we're going to take some ribbon, make a bow, and we're going to just tie that off like a shoelace bow, glue it up at the top, add some greenery and a few berries and a bell, and then that is it for this project. I think it's super adorable. Let me know what you think about this one. If you've made it this far in the video, comment a Christmas tree emoji so I know that you're here and you're loving this video. Now let's get back to the DIYs. So I found this super cute present ornament at Dollar Tree, and I thought I could recreate this one. So we are going to be using these wreath forms over in the Crafter Square area. They have these square ones. I picked up 5 of these wreath forms. We're going to need some zip ties, and we're going to zip tie them in several areas around them. So we're going to make this into a 3D box shape. I can't remember how many of these zip ties I used. I didn't actually count, but I put 2 on each of the sides, and then I went ahead and did 2 up in the corners. Now I left the bottom open. You could close the bottom if you want to. I decided I just didn't think that I needed to, but if you felt like you needed a 6th one to put that in the bottom, then you could go ahead and do that too. Then I found these scarves at the Dollar Tree, and I thought that they were pretty close to the buffalo check. Now, once I get them all glued on, I think it's not quite the pattern I was going for. So I was a tiny bit disappointed because it doesn't really give you the buffalo check feel, but it's still super adorable. And honestly, fabric would work great here. You could pretty much use anything you wanted to here. I was thinking wrapping paper as well might look really cute for this project. But I'm just going to take 2 of these scarves and go in one direction, and then I'm going to take 2 more scarves and go in another direction. So then my whole square is covered. I used hot glue just on some of the rings in various places. I flipped it over and I glued down the scarves inside the box. So once I have all my scarf put on there, I'm going to add some ribbon. The ornament had some twine, but I thought the twine might get lost. You could definitely use some nautical rope here instead of ribbon if you wanted to get more of the ornament look. So I'm just going to put it in one direction and then another as it crisscrosses like a present. I go ahead and glue it down, and then I add some greenery to the top along with some berries, and that is it. It was pretty easy. and I didn't need a lot of supplies to make this, so definitely recommend this one, and the sky is the limit for however you want to create this. Let me know what you guys think about this one. Well, we've made it to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed this. This was a lot of fun. And if you'd like to see another video like this from maybe Walmart or Hobby Lobby, I would like to make one. So let me know down in the comments. If you want to keep on crafting with me, check out these videos right here. And as always, wherever you are in your journey is a perfect place to start. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!